Hello, iPhone 10 camera. How you doing? Cool. So, this blurb that I just randomly thought about while walking around on the deck this morning is that life is all about perspective. And really, it's that simple. I mean, technically, I wouldn't have to explain anything if you just thought about it. The perspective you take on anything is the perspective you'll see. I saw a picture the other day. If I was smart enough, I'd just post it right here. Maybe I can. I've never edited a video before, really. But there's a picture where it's basically a light shining at this object from 3 different angles. And one way it shines the shadow of a triangle. One way there's a shadow of a square. And then if you look at it from above, it creates a shadow of a circle on the ground. And so there's 3 different shadows for one object. And each shadow of the object is true. It's true that there is a triangle shadow, a square shadow, and a circle shadow, based off of which angle you are looking at this object from, which shadow it is you're seeing. But the object itself is the truth. And so the varying perspectives of the truth are all true. It's not wrong if somebody, sees a square and somebody else sees a triangle. Or if somebody's looking at the ground, there's another picture that just came to mind. There's a 6 drawn on the ground from my perspective. But you walk up to me and you say, that's not a 6, that's 9. And I say, no, it's not, that's a 6. Then we switch sides and then we're like, oh, you're right. I see it from your perspective now. And that can literally be applied to every single thing in life. What it is you choose to believe, or what it is you choose not to believe. Whether you think, what's that quote? Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. There's a poem that I have in the notes on my phone, but of course I'm using my phone to record right now, so I can't read it. Maybe I'll record another video and add it to this one. Life is a game of never-ending cycles, and these cycles are cause and effect. And your inner world is the cause, and the outer world is the effect. So given that, I wanted to read this poem. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but think you can't, it is almost certain you won't. If you think you will lose, you're lost. For out in the world we find, success begins with the fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you are outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you could ever win a prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but soon or late, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. Where was I? Yeah, perspective, pretty much, like if you see a McDonald's cheeseburger and you're a 5-year-old boy, or 10-year-old boy, or whatever, just a young boy, for the most part, that McDonald's cheeseburger is going to look like one of the best things you've seen all day. You're going to see a Big Mac or chicken nuggets or something, just go, damn, that looks good. You hopefully wouldn't say that if you were 5, but you would see the chicken nuggets or the burger and you would just see a tasty meal. You wouldn't really think about it because why would you? It's just food and you know you like the taste. So, that's a tasty little meal right there. But then if you're a health expert or we'll just leave it at that, you're a health expert, you look at the same cheeseburger and you go, oh, do you know what that is? There's chemicals in that, there's this and this and that, and I won't get into that because it's not the point, but you're looking at the same thing, but it's not the same thing based off the perspective you're taking. there's just so many examples because it's literally the truth for everything. Just perspective is all that matters. But if you take a perspective on yourself, for you it's going to be true. Like, if you think that you're a victim to life, that you can't because you're living at home with your dad, or you can't because you don't have a car and there's not places around here to really walk to get a job, or you can't because your back hurts and obesity runs in the family, and so there's no way you could be fit. Look at my family. None of them are fit. Everybody's been unhealthy. These diseases run in the family. I saw a meme once, and it basically said, for the fat example or obese example, the problem is that no one runs in your family. And it is because of the perspective. You can choose to be a victim to life. You can choose to let things happen to you and just take the perspective that I have no power. Things just happen to me and I'm a victim, basically. Or you could say, I do have power. I cause things to happen because I am the power of my life, and I'm not a victim. That's really all there is to it. I don't have to keep explaining the same thing over and over, because you never should. You should never have to explain the same thing over and over. You should just say it well once or twice, and if you say it well enough, people will understand. Your perspective is true. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. If you think you're gonna be crippled, broke, financially and physically, if you think God does not exist, whatever your version of God is, if you think there is nothing there for you to take care of your problems from a distance, that there is nothing you can pray to, then in your life, that's what will be. You're not going to pray to something you don't believe in, and so you're not going to expect help when you don't expect there to be any. But if you did believe that, while I am in control of my life, there is still something greater out there with greater power than I have, and it might be worth talking to. There might be a point of praying sometimes, and there might be a point of meditating sometimes. Praying is talking to God, and meditating is listening to God. It's what I've heard and what I choose to believe. That's my perspective. And again, for me, it's true. For you, maybe it's also true, or it's just false in your reality, which is still true. There is one ultimate truth, and the truth is your perspective shapes your reality. You shape your reality. We all create our own realities. We're all living in the same video game of life. We're all interacting with each other from different perspectives. We all see the same trees, the same sky, but at the exact same time, we don't see the same thing at all, because different thoughts get triggered in our minds. Sorry, I keep spinning around. I keep trying to stand still. But then I don't know, it's like my brain stands still when I stand still. Anyway, if you want to change your life, change your perspective, because it's all you can really do. You either choose to take initiative because you believe that it's worth taking initiative. If you think it's impossible to change things in your life, you'll never try, because why would you if it was impossible? So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is 9 minutes long now, which is crazy to me because I have have mental problems picking up a camera, speaking to it, but I feel I've actually done pretty well. I'm just gonna keep saying "so yeah" over and over again and talking. So yeah, that's the end of this, I suppose. My name is Tyler Fletcher. My YouTube channel is, honestly, I don't even know because I don't use it for uploading videos, so I don't care about the name of it, but if that's where this is, then you'll know. Entheos Energy, probably. My Instagram, you're not gonna know how to type it if I said it. Entheosophy Energy. The reason you won't know is because it's not a real word. And yeah, there it is again. Okay, about to be 10 minutes long now. I guess I'll hit the YouTube algorithm if this is ever uploaded, even though YouTube doesn't know who I am. Alright, peace out. Change your perspective if your life isn't going the way you want it to, because that's all you can do. There's only the law of attraction. There is no law of assertion. You attract everything into your life based off the truth it is you choose to believe. And if you think things are being asserted to you or at you, you're being attacked by life, it's because that's what you actually subconsciously believe. Just believe that you have the power, you have the control, and then eventually you'll take back your power and you'll gain control, and then you'll prove yourself right, because that's the number one thing the brain loves to do: prove itself correct. The brain does not want to purposely be wrong. If you ask yourself a question, you will find an answer, and that answer could be a complete lie, but your brain will believe it, and so to you, it will be true. Okay, take care. Till next time. Hopefully there's a next time pretty soon. Bye-bye.